welcome to the St. Louis Science Center.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful to be here. This is such a cool video. I'm going, wow, look, it's really tall. It is wonderful to be at one of my favorite places in St. Louis, and wonderful to see everybody. And a lot of writers do like readings, but you have the book. So we do Q&A. That way you can ask your questions, and Al is going to give you a mic so that we don't all go, what did they say? So, before we forget, because you will ask me later if I cannot do this now. This is my husband, Jonathan. And this is Charles. Charles is security, and he's with us. John came out with that best succinct, explains as much as we're going to. Okay. Who has questions?
Question? Just a moment. Right here.
This is a general, just writing question. When I'm addicted to your blog, and I love it, and you blogged in the past about struggling some days with getting pages done out and writing. What do you do when you're having a problem like that? Do you talk about it with John or somebody else and try to get ideas flowing, or what?
When I have trouble having the writing flowing, well, first of all, I start off with whatever album I'm listening back. I'm doing a lot of Nickelback lately. But if that's not working, then I go to my musical. What was my musical from the last book? The musical before that was Jekyll and Hyde. 1776, Jonathan, remember, 1776. If that doesn't work, then it's Christmas music. If you hear Christmas music coming out of my office in July, I'm having a bad day. If that doesn't work, then I will take a notebook, go to a restaurant or a coffee house, and I will write longhand. There's something about the physicality of writing longhand that kind of helps get things flowing. But every day, you sit down, and it's a bad day, you sit there and go, I can't write today, I'm tired, why you can't write today? And a page and a half to 2 pages down, the muse just goes, oh heck, we're going to be here anyway, might as well work. I found that's very effective. You just sit there and make yourself write anything. And the muse will kick in eventually. Okay, yes?
Of all the zillion characters you have in your books, which one do you find the most frustrating to write? Which one talks to you the least?
Which character is most frustrating? Oh, that would be Richard. Richard does not talk to me directly. I have to drag everything out of Richard. He will come and kind of sulk even on paper to me. And I don't understand why. He's always been a reluctant character. And he's probably the most. Now, the most mysterious is Edward. Edward doesn't tell me what he's going to be doing. He just shows up on paper. Here we are. And I go, what did you just do? Who did you bring with you? You. Well, never mind. But Richard is the hardest to talk to me, and Edward is the one who has his own agenda. So, other questions? Well, I'm going,
I want to ask you a question while we're waiting for somebody to formulate another question. How do you keep up with all the characters? Do you have some sort of a master list, or how do you keep up with them?
I don't keep up with all the characters. That's sort of like asking me to keep up with all your friends. I know these people. They come, they talk to me, and they show up and I know what they look like. The new series, I mean, it's been 15, guys. I've been writing these people for 15 years. So I know them. You sit down and you know people that have been in your life for 15 years. The Mary series is actually harder because I've only been doing it for like 6 years, and she has a larger cast. So they are actually more difficult to keep track of than the Anita series, because Anita's old home for me.
Without giving anything away, I've already read the book, and Richard seemed like he came so close to getting something right almost, and then he just blew it. Are we going to see him again? Is he gone?
Okay, let me just squash the rumor that's going to go after every book. Richard is not out of the series. Richard is never out of the series. We keep trying and trying. He's getting therapy. He really did make progress. He really is trying, but you know. So if anyone on the internet tells you that Richard is out of the series, tell them that you heard it from me. That he's not. Okay? Because he's not. Richard's one of those characters that keeps coming up and trying very hard and not being very happy. But that doesn't mean just because you're not happy doesn't mean you don't get to be in the series anymore. It just means you're unhappy and you're in the series. Okay.
You right?
Lately, I've noticed that Anita's gotten away from all of her human friends. Sims, thank you. Ronnie and Dolph, and we don't even hear much from Larry anymore. And I was wondering, are we going to get back to her human friends, or are they just going to go their separate ways?
Well, Larry is not on stage because I'm afraid we're going to get him killed. That's the truth. I'm afraid Larry's not a shooter, and lately the issues have been. Anita's been in the hospital almost every book for the last 3 books. Larry would be dead. He doesn't feel like she does. And I do not want to orphan his baby, you know, before we even get. Well, no, I guess the baby has to be on. I think they have to go back and count months now. Are they still pregnant, or has she delivered by now? I don't remember. I'm afraid of getting him killed. That's why Larry's off stage. I'm going to have to stop being such a wussy and let him on stage and let him be a big boy. Because he's all grown up. He's been through LKH training because he hadn't been an animator long enough to be grandfathered in. So he actually had to go up to Quantico training. Really, wouldn't be Quantico though. Crap. Where is it? The federal marshal has a different place. It is Quantico. It's Quantico, but it really shouldn't be. And that's my bad. I'm going to have to go and talk to the federal marshals and beg forgiveness on that one. Ronnie needs more therapy. Ronnie's having serious issues with Anita having more men in her life than she does now. And, you know, I really want to see Ronnie and Louie together. I had a plot where I was going to take Ronnie and Louie and Richard and Anita into a double weekend, like at a bed and breakfast. Oh, so not. Would that not be the biggest disaster? I mean, not only, so that's not going to be happening anymore. So Ronnie will be back on stage, but I can't take her fighting with me anymore. It's just too cruel for both of them. Dolph, I have an idea that he's going to be getting better. Because we need that dinner with his future daughter-in-law. We need to see Anita going, you know, we need to talk about her. So, I don't know. The humans aren't getting along with her because they have their own issues.